Anderson Cooper came out. It isn't really much of a surprise to a lot of people, but for those who don't know, Anderson Cooper is gay. He wrote an email to Andrew Sullivan.
I didn't see that coming.
And in the email he wrote, the fact is I'm gay, always have been, always will be, and I couldn't be any more happy, comfortable with myself, and proud. He also says, I've always been very open and honest about this part of my life with my friends, my family, and my colleagues. In a perfect world, I don't think it's anyone else's business, but I do think there is value in standing up and being counted. I am not an activist, but I am a human being, and I don't give that up by being a journalist.
So, you know, I've got mixed feelings on this. I think that as a really well-known person, if you're gay, you have some degree of responsibility to come out because, you know, the numbers are overwhelming on this. The more people know someone who is gay, the more likely they are to be in favor of gay rights. And so a lot of people know Anderson Cooper because he's on television. People in America think if you're on television, you're my friend, right? So if he's popular on television and he's got the CNN show and he's got the, you know, the daytime show now as well, I think it comes with a little bit of responsibility. So now he does come out, so give him credit, but it took a long, long time. And if he believes what you just read, then by his own logic, he should have come out earlier.
So I disagree with you. I don't think that as a public figure, as a gay public figure, you have a responsibility to do anything other than your job. And his job is to be an anchor, in some cases a journalist, when he goes abroad to talk about, you know, the Arab Spring or whatever it is that he covered. I don't think that it's anyone's business what his sexuality is, and each individual has to do a cost-benefit analysis. And maybe he felt like coming out in that business at that time wasn't the right move, and I don't fault him for that at all. It's none of our business. And I see the benefit of him coming out. Don't get me wrong, I'm supportive of the gay community. I want it to be something that is no longer bizarre. I want everyone to accept it as normal. But at the same time, it's his life and it's his decision. He doesn't owe it to anyone.
Yeah. Now, it's interesting because he came out to Andrew Sullivan in an email because Andrew Sullivan was writing a big story about how coming out has become a little bit of a no big deal. Now people just kind of casually do it. They'll do it in the middle of an interview. They'll be like, oh, by the way, I'm gay. And people are like, oh, you're gay? Right? And so it both proves and disproves his point at the same time because he just casually comes out in an email to Andrew Sullivan after all this time. Oh, by the way, I happen to be gay and proud of it and happy, yada, yada. At the same time, it disproves it because people are like, whoa, Anderson Cooper finally admits he's gay. And it's kind of a big story. So I have mixed feelings. I totally understand what you're saying, that, look, it's his business. We don't get to make those decisions for him, of course, right? At the same time, I think that he has, like, for example, if I was hiding the fact that I'm Turkish American because I didn't want anybody to think, oh my God, okay, like Turks are dirty, whatever. I wouldn't want to admit I'm a Turk, right? And meanwhile, they're taking away Turkish American rights. I got a little bit of a responsibility to say, yes, I'm a swarthy Turk, or I'm a Turk and not that swarthy. Do you see what I'm saying?
I get it. But being Turkish has never been taboo, except if you're in Armenia. Yeah. But in this case, I mean, he came out just today, and he's already getting pretty hateful tweets.
But of course, he was going to get those hateful tweets.
Exactly. So maybe he didn't feel like he was prepared for that until now, and that's totally fine. Here's what I hate. I hate when people expect you to overshare your personal life just because you're a public figure. It's your personal life. It's separate from what you do for a living. Doesn't matter if you're an actor or actress, if you're in the media, doesn't matter.